Hi, I'm Bijal Doshi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And let's do a couple of short pranayams today, just like 3-minute quick on the go ones. Thank you. Do not forget to share, like, and press the bell icon on my YouTube channel. Thank you all. Exhale 12 times for rounds of 12. So, those who have high blood pressure and a tendency towards low, or low blood pressure and a tendency towards high. No one else can tell. The reading can look normal, but it may not really be the case. So you may often run to the doctor or measure the blood pressures and say, but I'm not feeling comfortable. I feel dizzy, I feel low, I feel vertigo, or high. I feel a hammering or heaviness in my fontanelle, in my temples. The only doctor is you, and the only way you can recover from that is one, hydrotherapy. Fill water, inhale out, exhale, group, 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 12 times in, and do this whole process 12 times. The second is urine rubbings. Take urine anytime, don't make a big fuss about it. Make sure your diet is so pure. You're not having too many grains, too many pulses, too many cereals, too much fried. Stir fries, vegetables, salads, fruits, and a lot of warm milk followed by warm water. And hence the urine that you pass is going to be as clean as the water that you drink. Fill that in this kind of a nozzle and do urine rubbings in the head immediately, not old urine. Because this is plastic, you don't need to store it and you shouldn't be doing that. But make sure that your urine is as pure and clean. That doesn't mean you have more water and dilute it. It means we behave ourselves with food meditation. Which means what we often do in our sessions, what we did 2 days back. Soak a walnut or an almond in water overnight and bite into it segment by segment, bit by bit for 40 minutes, expressing gratitude to yourself for taking time out to do it, to everyone else around you who are instrumental in running the morning chores because you're busy doing food meditation, to me because I was instrumental in teaching you food meditation, to those who got the walnut from the drivers to the farmers, to the oxen, to the birds, everyone, to the water that hydrated it. So for maintaining blood pressure properly, we don't need to say, oh, but I should meditate, I should learn to relax, I should be doing my Kapalabhatis more lightly, less aggressively, I should be doing my Bhastrikas little slowly. No. Even if you are a high blood pressure person, even if you are hypertensive, you can still do your Kapalabhatis, your Bhastrikas. That is the vitalizing and energizing out of the 5 category. And you will still be healed beautifully from low to a normal and high to a normal. If we do these few things, hydrotherapy, 12 times 12, inhale out, exhale in the water, group, 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 group. This tribe does it at least once in 2 months with me, and I'm hoping that you do it once fortnightly on your own. 2, fill fresh urine, pass it. Make sure it's clean because your diet is clean. It's as good as your water. And rub. Head rubbings, like the mind cleansing pranayam we do. Just take it and go 108 times. Yeah, it's a messy affair because it's like water, right? It may drip. You can rinse the hair off after about 45 minutes or so, no problem. All right. And make sure you sleep to your right. Always to your right. You can do your pranayams aggressively too. There are no contraindications in doing Kapalabhatis and Bhastrikas forcefully if you are in high blood pressure, or controlling it and doing it too low. So making it high if you are of low blood pressure. Okay, we start with a few pranayams for controlling high and low. Even if I'm addressing high blood pressure, know that just like a diabetic can get into hypoglycemia, a hypertensive or a high blood pressure person can also dip into a low. And those yo-yos are extremely dangerous. Mood swings, problems, pressure, stresses of daily life, not eating mindfully, not coming to terms with ourselves and situations, repeating sentences more than 3 times, literally like a verbal diarrhea, even with people around us being what we call dhyan behra. People have a habit of saying, and we actually repeat it for them 3, 3, 4, 4, 5 times. And the same goes with us. People say something nice, loud, clear, with clarity of diction, yet they know we are going to say, So, what? Sorry, kya? Terrible. Terrible. And I repeated it. I could have said it once. I repeated it. I repeated the word, I repeated it. No, only one time. Even if you are a teacher and are addressing students, do not repeat. On Friday evenings, like today, often when we end the session, we actually all take a sankalpa. Remember, occasionally, I will not repeat anything a single time till we meet again on Monday morning at 7:30. That is a mental sankalpa we are going to take now, and we start today's session. We start with Kapalbhati. First, the sankalpa. These are golden nuggets you are getting. You're not going to get this combination of what I'm giving you anywhere. So take it well. And let's start now with alternate nostril Kapalbhati. Right-handed Nasagraha Mudra. Index finger, middle finger at the thumb joint. Thumb, bump. And we just do exhale, 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 exhale. Alternate nostrils. And when we're doing that, we pull our abdomen in. If you're a beginner, you can place your left palm on the abdomen to make sure it's going in with your exhalations. Continue. So as you're seeing, from a medium pace, I went to a sthul, faster, louder volume, came back to a medium and went to a sukshma, slower, softer, lesser volume. You have a choice. Discontinue Kapalbhati to do the mudra for blood pressure. Index finger folds into thumb joint. The middle finger and ring fingers, knuckles are slightly folded to touch the thumb tip. And the little finger is open. I repeat, index finger at the thumb joint. The middle finger and ring finger touch the thumb tip. The little finger is open. Don't lock the knuckles. Keep the knuckles soft. Rest the mudra the wrists on the knees. Restart Kapalbhati with closed eyes. Continue keeping eyes closed. Exhale, 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 exhale. Pull your abdomen in. Keep the mudra rested on your thigh. It's called Apana Vayu Mudra. While inhaling and exhaling, place the tip of your pointing finger at the bottom of your thumb joint. Apana Vayu Mudra. Thumb pad on the middle finger and the ring finger. Little finger open. It's not only for hypertension, it's helpful for breathing difficulties, angina pectoris, heart attack, heart failure. CCF, congestive cardiac failures. Every day practice this mudra. It's extremely helpful in getting rid of all kinds of heart-related situations. Apana Vayu Mudra helps in regulating low blood pressure to normal, high blood pressure to normal, and feel free to do Kapalbhati in this. Don't be fearful. Helps in oxygenating the blood, while it helps repair any damage that may be done to the heart muscles, so that we have better and healthy heart. Apana Vayu Mudra. And as it is said by the masters, the sages, the saints, you can go up to 1008 Kapalabhati this way, even if you are a hypertensive and you're not going to have any mishaps, any problems, any health situations. In fact, even with Kapalabhati, which is aggressive, the blood pressure will come down. Even more dangerous is a low blood pressure. Do it with full force to bring it back to normal. We've seen amazing results immediately before and after. The Apana Vayu Mudra combined with Kapalabhati, bringing blood pressures back to normal. Continue Kapalabhati. Don't keep on always waiting for what's next. Yes, I gave you at least 501 unusual blends with asanas, pranayams, mudras and bandhas, but there are times when we are just into full-on therapy. Bring your breath up from strength to strength. Keep changing it if you wish to. Otherwise, a constant resonance is the best. Discontinue Kapalabhati, continue staying in Apana Vayu Mudra. Don't get too confused or waylaid by many other mudras that you may Google or look on the internet. There are at least 16 to 18 mudras which are good for bringing blood pressures back to normal. I have invested a lot of time, months, years, and money over learning from the North Himalayan Institute Yoga to a lot more in the South. And I have come to the conclusion that even this one mudra is good enough to control blood pressure. Combine it with Kapalbhati. And now get ready to count Kapalabhati in a reverse order from 21 in a descending order and finally discontinue it at 1. after doing so many Kapalbhatis and finally discontinuing, now watch your breath. You will notice two things. And all the masters who noticed it are bound to be right. Your breath has slowed down and it has become more resonant. And hence what you just did was not only balance your blood pressure, not only oxygenate through your blood every nerve, tendon, ligament and organ, but you just lengthened your lifespan. We move on to Bhastrika now. Beginners will open up the mudra and do inhale, exhale with hands up and down. Others who've done Bhastrika before will do the bellows breath, active inhale, active exhale. And this Bhastrika we will do with a twist. The mudra stays. We come back and we twist the other side. The mudra stays. So shoulders are parallel to the wall. On the side we've twisted. The head twist again so that the chin chases the shoulder blade. And we're doing Bhastrika in Apana Vayu Mudra. And we then come back to do a non-aggressive, a calm, a peaceful Bhastrika in the center, the bellows breath. Discontinue Bhastrika and take a sankalpa once again if you are having high blood pressure or hypertension to have 200 ml of coriander juice, fresh dhania juice, whenever the blood pressure rises. Immediately have it and then measure it. For those who have a low, do 501 quick Kapalbhatis aggressive. High blood pressure, 200 ml of dhania juice, kothmir juice, coriander juice. Low blood pressure, 501 fast and aggressive Kapalbhatis. We now move on. After opening up the Apana Vayu Mudra to feather touch. Open up the mudra and those energized fingers will now touch the face like a feather. In this, we will be doing Ujjayi Pranayam. Inhaling fully, exhaling completely, soundfully. I have shown Ujjayi in full, entire session with the mic 3 days back. That is the way we do Ujjayi. Rubbing inhaled and exhaled air in Gala Swasan. No hurry. Advanced students, Khanda Pranayam and Savitri Pranayams should be monitored, should be totally under supervision. If you are a hypertensive or a high blood pressure person and intend to slowly discontinue medication if at all you are on any for a few years, don't do anything on your own. You may be finding the count low because you're in regular practice of pranayam and the therapies I showed you, the hydrotherapy, the food meditation, the urine rubbings on the head. You will notice how beautifully nerves relax after urine rubbings, how hair fall discontinues after coriander juice or 501 kapal bhatis if you are a low, feather touch, kapal bhatis and bhastrikas with a twist, kapal bhatis with a twist, apanavayu mudra, alternate nostril kapala bhatis in nasagraha mudra. These are the takeaways for high blood pressure and low blood pressure to bring them back to normal. Continue Ujjayi now for the last 3 breaths with feather touch. Ujjayi is the throat breath. In your inhalations, that is puraks, you're going to fill your lungs with oxygenated air. In your exhalations, that is rejaks, you're going to empty your lungs completely so that there is new, fresh air's space. Only 3, last 3 now. Ujjayi breaths. In feather touch. We discontinue feather touch now to come to another therapy specially meant for high blood pressure, hypertension, and low blood pressure. The right hand's 14 fingertips look for the pulse pulsating on the left hand's wrists. And there goes, you're going to locate the thak, 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 thak. That beautiful heart pumping into that lovely nerve at the wrist. You experiencing the connect of that breath. Because between one breath and the next is life. And here you're going to inhale to a count of 7 and exhale to a count of 9 pulse beats. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In your own peace, in your own tranquility. Discontinue samavritti pranayam, equal breath. Problems, pressure, stresses, the daily life situations, noise pollution, everything gets our exhalations shallow, our inhalations with big sighs. And that's why this ratio, although it is 7:9, is called equal breath. Because we want to make our exhalation longer than inhalation. You may wonder why 7:9 if this is samavritti pranayama. But this is what helps. 7:9 can move to 8:10, 9:11 too. Discontinue Samavritti Pranayam to finish off with Viloma Pranayam in Anulom Vilom. Right hand again in Nasagraha Mudra. Only touch the right nostril close. Don't press the nose too much. Inhale from the left. Lungs are full. Close the left nostril. Don't do retention. No antar kumbhak. Exhale 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 from the right. Lungs are empty. Recha. Inhale from the right. Lungs are full. Stay only in Shunya. Immediately exhale from the left. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Anulom Vilom Pranayam in Viloma Pranayams exhalations, where once again exhalations are divided in 3 parts because we want to plan our exhalations to make them longer than our inhales. Last round. Continue keeping eyes closed after you bring the hand down. To get ready to end today's session, your takeaways always be in sage pose. Sukhasan, Padmasan, Siddha Yoni Asan, Siddhasan. Or the asana that I showed you, Padangushta Asana. If you're practicing your pranayams for high blood pressure. Do the hydrotherapy, filling a basin at 70% with water, inhaling out, doing the guruk, guruk, guruk like you do when you're swimming in the breaststroke or the freestyle. Inhale, guruk, 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 12 times, 12 sessions, 12 rounds. Urine rubbings, making sure your diet is pure so that there is no difference between urine and water on the head. 108 times circles, literally. Coriander juice, 200 ml. If you're in a high. 501 Kapalbhatis if you're in a low. Feather touch pranayams in Ujjayi. Normal Nasagraha Mudra, alternate nostril Kapalabhatis if you're a beginner. Followed by normal Kapalabhatis in Apanavayu Mudra. Normal Kapalabhatis in Apanavayu Mudra twists. Bhastrikas, inhaling and exhaling in the bellows breath. Ujjais in feather touch. The balancing pranayam, samavritti pranayam, equal breath. Another balancing category, anulom vilom pranayam in viloma, exhalations. These are your takeaways. You want to go out there and influence, change, make 2022 a better year to live in, not only for yourself, but everyone around you. I'm training the trainers, you're saying that. And you are being the lifelong learners that I'm being always. So make sure you post a takeaway from today on the chat, on the WhatsApp chat. One takeaway. No need to write too good, Bijal. Bijal, you are excellent. I don't want that. I want your takeaway so that you can be a role model in changing, like the 1826 testimonials I had, the world around you. Go out there and influence everyone. And for that, you're not doing anyone a favor, you're doing yourself a favor. You're being the role model. It could be your husband, your wife, your child, your parent, your sibling, your spouse. It can be anybody. Your staff, your manager, your lift man. You're going to go out there and help him change his life forever by being a role model in teaching her how to breathe right. With that, we end today's session. It's a weekend. We meet again on Monday morning, remembering that we are not going to repeat a single sentence. From this moment till we meet again on Monday. Do I have your promise? Monday, 7:30. Thank you all. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Bijal,
Yeah, Nisha.
you told urine how many time and how many minutes you have to keep?
Once enough.
Once in a week.
Once
And
every day is enough.
one?
Every day, once is enough.
Okay. And how many minutes you have to keep and wash?
Be practical. If you need to rinse your head, rinse your head. Otherwise, if you keep it, you will notice how it is drying your hair because it is nourishing it.
Okay.
So be
Only
practical with everything. When I tell you to have cow's milk, don't call it from Dahanu. Call it
okay.
from wherever your next is. Everything make it so effortless. No excuse. You understand? You be your guru. Not one fixed time, not one fixed situation. Don't be radical in your ways. Even if you are in a Sauchalay and you know that your diet was pure, so you are clean, and therefore your urine is going to be as your water. Take it, cup it in your hand and put it, rub it. With damp hair, come out.
Okay. And
Take
after
about anything. If we have these awesome students logging in and doing their pranayams from hospitals while taking chemo, from checking into hotels, from traveling in cars, on the runway when they are ready to take off, losing their husbands or having a wife in the ICU. We have examples of such people on this tribe. So nothing is an excuse. Number of times, quantity, area, you decide. Chalo. When you want to wash, when you want to rinse is up to you.
only for water, no shampoo?
No, just rinse it with water.
Okay. Thank
Village
you.
Bhai, you go next. You are asking something. Village Bhai.
Yes. No, I'm traveling by Satabdi, so my network was going and coming. So I requesting to give
I will send you the recording.
recording.
I will send you the recording of today, Vimlesh Bhai. I will surely send it to you. I will send it to you next Wednesday. Today we have an annual event of our college, 62nd year of N. Doshi Women's College. Prabhakuvar Nathala Doshi was my husband's grandmother. It's in Ghatkopar, where I was born and brought up. So we have the annual day today, a big event, award function, etc. After which the weekend is out of town, in and out of town. Monday and Tuesday is a full day webinar of overseas. It's a completely different thing. It's again in Pranayams. So Wednesday should be a good time. I should be promising you when I can actually make it to send it to you. Otherwise, I get so many reminders send me the link, and you have to take a promise, a sankalpa, that because you have got it free, you're not going to share it with anybody, right? No sharing it with anybody, because the same is against an energy exchange. Okay, Bimlesh bhai? Thank you all. We'll end today's session.
Yeah.
Rama Masi, how are you doing? Give me a thumbs up, Masi. How's your back? Today throughout you were tilted too much towards the right. I think your back is again hurting you a little. Stay upright. Shoulders tucked back, back of the head in line with the spine. Mute yourself again. Bharti Bhabhi wants to say something. She's unmuted herself.
No. Just say thank you.
Thank you, Bhabhi.
Thank you.
Hari Om Tat Sat, everyone. Stay in practice. And I have repeated this. I'm aware how many times. It is the 7th time I'm saying it, okay? So you have to be aware that from now to Monday morning, no repeating. Okay, Jagriti? Okay, Bhabhi? Isha? Rama
Thank you.
Mahendraji? Adita? Rajiv?